If you're looking for ideas for men's summer fashion, I've got you covered. I bought highly rated men's summer fashion clothing and travel gear, which you can use for this summer. So keep in mind that this video isn't sponsored by any of these products. I'm going to be going over the pros and cons of each of them and letting you know what I like and dislike about each of them. So let's go and get started with the video. So starting with the COOFANDY short sleeve button up. So I actually got two versions just because it actually looked very, very nice. And if you could actually see right here, I got a size medium. So I'm about 160 pounds, and I got the navy blue version and the nice linen white version, which I actually do like better in terms of the color scheme. But right now for that summer weather, it feels very airy, and I'm actually very surprised that it actually feels this lightweight. I imagine if I do start sweating outside, I'm gonna dry pretty easily, but it doesn't feel like I'm in clothes and I'm kind of like suffocating within sweat or hot air. So this actually really does work quite well and is really nice fashion when it comes to the summer fashion trends. So again, navy blue version, a nice linen touch to it, nice and airy, and you can see the collars already coming kind of like tucked in. But overall, I really like it. It's not a tight fit, it's a nice loose fit. Again, size medium, about 160 pounds. And again, both the colors of a nice white version that you see right here. Same exact style, just a different color, but the navy blue version. All right, that's how it looks. I'll probably be tucking it in. But it looks very, very nice, and again, absolutely love the feel. So let's move on to the next one. So next we have the BALEAF rash guard. So it's a long sleeve, I got a size medium. And so with these two in particular, I always ask, why do rash guards have to be so tight? So right now, the BALEAF rash guard, it's a nice loose fit, okay? So I'm using this to protect myself from the sun. I got two versions again. I got the nice black version and then a white version, which you see right here. So keep in mind, these do come separated, but overall, I love the feel of it in terms of it is a quick dry. It's used to protect me from the sun. I'm gonna be using it to swim. And best of all, it's not that super tight fit, which you normally see with rash guards, which I don't understand why it has to be so tight. And in my case, I'm not really trying to be like aerodynamic when it comes to swimming, but more so, I just want a nice fitting rash guard, which you see right here again. So the front portion and then the back portion. And again, a size medium is what I'm wearing. I'd say the only thing is that for a size medium, which is what the size I'm normally in, the sleeves do run a bit longer, but nothing that I can't handle with. But again, that's the BALEAF rash guard. Let's move on to the next one. So these are the GRADUAL sweatpants. So again, I got a size small, and so I'm about 5'8" and 160 pounds. So with these, I must admit, they do feel like they're a bit suffocating my legs, but what sweatpants don't feel like they're suffocating your legs? So I'm gonna be using these mostly when I work out while traveling. So we've got two front side pockets, okay? And what I love about them is that they do zipper up, all right? So I know when you're working out, sometimes things tend to fall out of your pocket, especially when you're laying down while working out. So two zipper pockets here. We've got only one rear pocket back here, it looks like, okay? Nothing on the left-hand side. But as far as that's included, just three zipper pockets. Again, it does feel tight around the legs, so again, expect to sweat more while wearing these. But what else is expected of sweatpants, right? I do love the design. It's a very simple, minimalistic design. The only logo that you see on here is the G. But aside from that, that's about it for these. Let's move on to the next pair of clothing. Next, we have the LIBIN quick dry lightweight joggers. So I must admit, while putting these on, these feel absolutely fantastic. It doesn't feel like they're suffocating my legs at all. So I've got a size small in the dark green version. So green is my favorite color. And so with these in particular, it doesn't feel like suffocating my legs. It's a nice length. I would say, unlike some clothing, sometimes the legs kind of like sag down back here, but it's a nice decent length. I imagine even when I'm sitting down, it's just gonna come up just like that and not really show my ankles. So as far as the pockets go, we've got two front pockets here, right? And so they do zipper up. We've got two side cargo pockets here, which are simply just Velcro strapped, right? Nice deep pocket that you see there. And then we've got one rear pocket back here, but no rear pocket on the left-hand side. So overall, I'd say very pleased with them. I was quite happy with how these feel. Doesn't feel like they're suffocating my legs. And lastly, with the drawstring, it's a front drawstring, which you see right there. I don't know if that matters to you people, but lastly, I really love the design of it in terms of the streaks down the leg. But not much more to say about that. Let's move on to the next piece of clothing. So these are the COOFANDY workout shorts. So another piece of clothing from COOFANDY, and I must say they don't stop surprising me in terms of these feel absolutely great. You know, in other words, it kind of feels like I'm actually wearing nothing, okay? So they feel super lightweight, super airy. So up top here, we got two front pockets, okay? Unfortunately, they're not zippered, but I'll take it for what it is in terms of how they feel. They feel extremely airy, guys, okay? So if you're looking for something during that summertime in which it feels airy, these are great. So with it, it's a nice material. It's a nice quick dry material. Doesn't feel like it's suffocating my legs at all. We've got a drawstring up front. Again, 2 front pockets here. And as far as the rear pockets, we've got nothing back here. So again, a nice simple workout shorts. Comes in a pair of 2. This is the dark green version. Back here, we've got the black version, okay? So it actually turns out, sorry, I might have missed this, but it actually has 1 rear pocket, it looks like, from here. It's a very small one, okay? I wouldn't imagine I personally would put anything back here, but it does have a rear pocket, just one of them. I personally wouldn't put anything back there, like I said, but overall, very pleased with it in terms of how it feels. The look looks great, nice simplistic design. No logos showing, which I absolutely love. So let's move on to the next one. So these are the Fabletics, the one short. And so with these in particular, this is my first time wearing lined shorts, which you see right here. So if you're not used to it, expect for a different type of feeling. But with this, love the design, okay? I must admit, it doesn't feel light and airy just because of the lined aspect. But the cool thing about these is though, is that you can do multiple things with them. Just casually go out during the summertime, casually work out, casually go on for a run, or even just swim with them just because they're a quick dry. So just like the other pieces of clothing, a minimalistic design out on it, simply just right there. I love when there's not a lot of logos or branding involved with the shorts, but we've got 2 front pockets here, okay? It is zippered, all right? Another one back here. It is zippered, it's a nice deep pocket. As far as the rear pocket goes, you've actually got a strap here for like a multi-use purpose, keys, hanging other stuff, but no rear pockets from the behind back here. And so I did get 2 colors of this one. So here we have the black one, here we have the navy blue version, all right? So I must admit, they look great, a very minimalistic design. And I must say again, for this strap that you see right here, a very multi-purpose use strap in terms of tying your water bottle or keys or whatever. I really love that aspect about it, but let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So these are the TYHENGTA swim trunks for men. So I got a nice kind of navy blue with it, and this is the only 2-tone piece of clothing I actually have with a black stripe here. So with it, you got 2 front pockets, okay? And again, it is a pair of swimming trunks, so there is like a net inside. 2 front pockets, right? I love how it doesn't go past my knees, so I got a nice small version. There's no rear pockets. I'd say the only thing with this one is I actually do really like the Fabletics shorts from earlier in which there was like a strap. Not much you can have going on here other than the 2 front zippered pockets, but what more can you expect from swim trunks? Nice simplistic design, it feels great, and overall, I love the design, but let's move on to the next one. So these are the ADIDAS AQUA slides. So of course, with using these, use them around the pool area or the gym area. And so I must say, I use a lot of different kinds of slippers and slides. So with these in particular, they're not the most comfiest when it comes to stepping down and actually supporting your arch, but I can imagine they do dry quick. They're great for sand, they're great for water, they're great for those areas in which you're gonna be dealing with both. But I must say, the front part of the AQUA side, it does open up a bit wider in my opinion, I feel. I do feel like there's like sort of like a, if you see this part here, it does kind of arch up, which is an uncomfortable feeling for me. But even so, I got a size 10, all right? So I probably would go down a size in terms of me personally, probably get a size 9, just because they're loose fitting. But overall, they look great. Again, a minimalistic design. I'm not a big fan of when the logos are shown up down here, but I must say, even in walking with them, you know, they do protect your feet. They're great for those swimming areas in which you go to during the summertime, and great for beach, but overall, I wouldn't say bad at all. So these are the ADIDAS strap-on sandals. This is my first time using a strap-on sandal. So I must say I'm actually very pleased with these ones just because they're more unique. And the reason why I want these is because I'm gonna be going in both wet and dry areas, so thinking about the beach. So with it, how it works, again, minimalistic design. I'm glad it's not like splurging all over the design of the sandal. So as far as the strap-on portion goes, simply just goes in like that, straps in. Front portion does not strap on, that's where your foot actually has to go in through. But again, coming from someone who uses like orthopedic sandals a lot, this one, not the best arch support, but if you're not really caring about the orthopedic aspect of your footwear, then this one can work just fine. So again, simple strap on. I imagine if it just does go in the water, it's gonna dry pretty quickly. But overall, love the minimalistic design, and that's about it. So next we have the FYY Travel Electronics Organizer Bag. So with this one, this is where I'm going to be storing all my charging cables and kind of like charging hubs. So with this, I got the FYY Travel Electronics Organizer, a nice simple design. I love how it lies flat. I'd say the wristlet strap is something I absolutely love. So it's a 2 main compartment travel organizer bag. So the first one we got here, multiple places to put mesh pockets in. Here, this is probably where your portable charger can fit inside. So moving on to the second compartment, we have a free hanging flap strap here, and then another mesh compartment here, which is also where your possible portable charger can go inside. So a very simple travel electronics organizer bag. Zippers up just like that, flattens out, compact, doesn't take up a lot of room, but this is what I got. Next, we have this passport holder. So I got the blue version, and so this is where I'm gonna be putting my travel cards and my passport sometimes when I'm not using it. So with this one, it's not zipperless, but that's okay. We have a portion here, which is probably where your passport's gonna go. We have a pen, okay, so I do strongly advise you to bring a pen when you're traveling. Numerous spots here to fit in your cards, and just another bigger strap here to kind of put in your cash. But overall, a nice, sleek passport holder wallet. Closes up just like that. It probably won't fit in normal pockets, but I can imagine you wouldn't want it in your pocket while you're traveling, more so fits in your backpack. But again, this is what it looks like. So next we have this travel neck passport holder, which you see right here. So with this one, it is RFID protected. It's from Zero Grid. So you can see the multiple sleeves here. All right, so we got one pocket there, another sleeve pocket there, another sleeve pocket on the side. And so one thing I absolutely love about this, which I'm excited to show you, is basically what it's also included with this travel neck wallet. And it's, if I can pull it out, it's basically like all these RFID pockets, which you see right here, in which you can put your cards in and your passport in when you're not using it. So if you don't know what this is for, it's basically to prevent people from stealing your information while you're traveling, just because it's so easy to steal your information while traveling. But again, we have a bigger pocket here. Comes with all these RFID protected sleeves. So let me put that back in. And then from the back portion, we've got 2 straps here, miscellaneous purposes, and just another free floating sleeve right here for miscellaneous purposes. So overall, I'd say this is actually great to travel with. Goes around your neck just like that. Free hangs. It is protected, all right? But overall, very pleased with it, I must say. Next, we have this HERSCHEL fanny pack. So 2 ways you can go about wearing this. Either around your waist, just like that, or you can use that as a chest strap if you extend it long enough. So with this one, I just wanted a very simple HERSCHEL pocket, which you see right there. Very simple, nothing complex, nothing so crazy or intricate, just something to hold something temporarily, like a pen, a few change, some money. Simple fanny pack just right there. So inside, you've got a nice red and white stripe, typical of the HERSCHEL brand. Logo up top there. With the strap, it is adjustable. You've got an interlocking mechanism here. I'd say with this fanny pack, and someone who's used fanny packs before, I'd say one thing I wish that this did have was basically like a free hanging strap for you to attach like water bottles or your keys on. So nothing of that sort included here, aside from like if you wanted to attach it on the strap itself. So I do wish there was a strap, or like a wristlet strap, which you can insert things, but overall it does the job. Okay, a very simple pocket, which you see right there. Nothing more to it aside from that, but that is the HERSCHEL fanny pack. Nice sleek design, simple design. But moving on from that, let's move on to our last few items. So this is the BAGSMART toiletries bag. So with this, already the outside does feel very waterproof. So of course this is gonna be in your bathroom. So it does feel waterproof, right? Now, as far as the outside of the bag goes, we've got a handle up top, and we've got 3 main zippered compartments, okay? Behind here, if you want to place this on your check-in, you can. There's an area for that as well. So as far as the 3 main compartments go, we're going to work with the side pockets first. So with the side pockets, again, I'm more of like a water-resistant type approach they're going for here. So we got the mesh pocket here. And we've got multiple mesh pockets here. Sorry, not multiple straps that you see right here. So I imagine it's like this is like where your toothbrushes can go. So with it, closes it up. It's zippered up. Moving on to the other side of the side pocket. A more, again, water-resistant type pocket, which you have right here. So again, 3 straps that you see right here, and then a bigger pocket, which you see right here. So very pleased with the side pockets, multiple things you can put inside there. Now moving on to the main compartment of the bag, which I'm absolutely loving. So it opens up just like that. So first off, you've got the hanger hook, okay? So this is something that's very, very convenient out when you're traveling. Hangs just like that. So up top, we've got a front zippered mesh pocket, and I always love when clothing or bags have this hook right here just because it's so multi-purpose useful. So as far as the main compartment goes, you can look in that inside there. You've got multiple straps for multiple different things. You've got mesh pockets for multiple different things. I imagine if this does get wet, it's gonna be very, very easy to dry. A nice translucent way to actually see your toiletry items. But overall, I absolutely love it. I'd say the only thing about it is that it is gonna take up a lot of room. So this is something that will probably have to go in your check-in bag. But as far as the mechanism of it actually working while you're traveling, this is so fantastic. Doesn't take up any room on the counter, just hangs just like that. And overall, very pleased with it. So next we're gonna move on to my carry-on bag. So with this one, you can't go wrong with the Samsonite carry-on. So with this in particular, there's a bit of a bias because I've been using this for over 5 years now. So as you can see here, it's a bit scratched up, right? But I must say it is durable. So let me show you some cool things about it. So the handle still works like a charm. The side handles for grabbing still works like a charm. The zippers itself works like a charm 5 years later. So again, this has probably been over on 100 trips. And for this one in particular, it actually is expandable. Okay, so we've got an expandable carry-on for those who do pack a lot of things. Now, one thing I do want to show you is the wheel mechanisms in which these wheels were meant to last. Okay, so if you can actually see the wheels over here, it's actually integrated within the bag itself, meaning that it's not gonna like break, okay? So with it, some wheels and some carry-ons, they kind of stick out like that, and that's how they're connected. So with this portion, if it was sticking out, it'd be more likely to break. But because these wheels are integrated, it's more durable, it's less likely to break. And so lastly, I do wanna show you the zippered component within inside of it. So opening it up, it's a normal size carry-on, okay? So the inside compartment does extend to the outer edges of the bag, which means more room to pack. Here on the left-hand side, you do have a zipper component there. As far as the mesh pocket goes up there. We have another zipper compartment here, and then of course, the strap here to strap in your clothes tight. So my favorite carry-on overall, this is the Samsonite carry-on. So this is the DELSEY check-in bag. So again, I've been using this for also 5 years. So with the DELSEY check-in bag, this is still going very, very strong. Handle itself, probably one of the smoothest handles I ever used. The side handle, okay, up top, works just fine. And of course, you got a side handle here. So some carry-ons or check-ins actually don't have the side handle, but the reason why it's important is because when you're actually lifting it, it's a lot easier to lift up like this than it is to just with one hand. So with it, you got the hard shell, and as you can see, it is beat up. You're gonna see some scratches, but what else is expected of our check-in bags? But keep in mind though, that there's no cracks, okay? So with these scratches, this is made to last. And just like with the Samsonite carry-on, let me actually show you the wheels real quick. So with the DELSEY wheels, they've got the same idea, okay? These wheels are meant to last. They're not smoking, or they're not like spewing out. But with this one, it's integrated with inside the bag, making it more durable. So imagine cobblestone, this should easily withstand those rough terrains. Now, as far as the inside of the bag goes, let me show you real quick. Inside, we have the strap to strap in your clothes. The edges do go to the far corners of the bag, which means more room to pack. We have a sleeve right here. Up top here, we actually have a bigger zippered component, okay? Somewhat it's meshed out. And then opening up the other side of the bag, we have it so that you could actually pack more things in here as well. So overall, very pleased with this bag. It's made to withstand. I've been using it for a couple of years now, and so this is still part of my travel gear, which I'm gonna be using for this summer. So this is the HERSCHEL backpack. So this is a very simple backpack. I'm not looking for anything complex, but it is gonna be part of my travel gear for this summer. So with the HERSCHEL backpack, I got a nice gray and brown color. And so with the HERSCHEL backpacks I've always used, one thing I absolutely love about them is these straps, okay? So these straps, they're nice and padded, and that's something I absolutely love while traveling. It doesn't like take a toll on my shoulders. And so with it, moving on to the front component of the bag, very simple front pocket, okay? We have an attachment here for miscellaneous purposes. Opening up the main compartment of the bag, we have HERSCHEL's trademark design in terms of the red and white stripes. We have a slot here for like devices, laptop, tablets. I'd say the only thing with the HERSCHEL backpack, I do wish it was better padded for kind of protecting devices, but still this will do in terms of traveling. Very simple main compartment, nothing complex going on there. We have a handle here, and I'd say one thing I do wish that this did have was kind of like a loop here to attach miscellaneous things, but with the shoulder straps, it is padded though, so that's still a plus. But overall, this is the personal backpack which I'm going to be using to travel for this summer.